This is Chris Videos. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I am here to do my WWE Monday Night Raw, May 23rd, 2022 review. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. Now, we kick off the night with Raw with Riddle coming out. So yeah, Riddle came out and he was talking about his tag team partner Randy Orton, talking about how Randy Orton has been injured for a while and all that, and how he's going to be gone for a while. And he said he don't know if RK Bro will be getting back together or not. That's what Riddle was talking about. So yeah, Randy's going to be gone for a minute. But yeah, that's what he said. And then he said that he's going to get back at the Usos and Roman Reigns. That's what he was saying. But then we get the match underway. Once Raw came back on from commercial, we get a match where it is the Street Profits teaming up with Riddle to take on the Usos and Sami Zayn. So yeah, that match was happening, and it was a okay match. It was pretty good. A good way to kick off Monday Night Raw. At the ending of this match, we've seen the Street Profits come in, taking the Usos out. Montez Ford jumping over the top rope onto the Usos, laying them out. But then Riddle was setting up for the RKO to Sami Zayn. But then the Usos get on the ring apron, both of them. And then Riddle comes up trying to hit him. But they quickly jumped off, and then they officially said, screw this match. They started walking up the ramp. Sami Zayn got back up, and he's looking at him like, where y'all guys going? Why y'all leaving me? And they all saying he gets hit with the RKO from Riddle, like literally standing right next to him. So yeah, that was funny right there. And then Riddle pinned him for the 3 count. So yeah, Riddle and the Street Profits defeated Sami Zayn and the WWE the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos, tonight in a 6-man tag team match. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match to kick off Monday Night Raw. I'll give that match 3 stars. That's why I'll give it. So yeah, I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. That's why I'll give that match a pretty good match to kick off Monday Night Raw. But up next, we're going to be seeing Bobby Lashley on Raw up next. So yeah, he'll be up next. But still to come later on tonight, apparently Jerry the King Lawler will be hosting King's Court tonight with Veer Mahan as a special guest. So yeah, that will be happening later on tonight on Raw. Not only that, we will see AJ Styles teaming up with Liv Morgan to take on Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley in a mixed tag team match later on tonight as well. So yeah, still more stuff to come. But yeah, good 6-man tag team match to kick off Monday Night Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next episode on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, we had Bobby Lashley come out to the ring, and he was talking about Omos. Now, he said that he's seen Omos's face after the match from last week on Monday Night Raw, and he said they knew that Omos wanted more. So yeah, so the match was made official. It will be Bobby Lashley versus Omos at Hell in a Cell. So yeah, that match was official. And then he calls out MVP and Omos. So yeah, they came out, and then Bobby Lashley was like, well, I know I got Omos in a few weeks at Hell in a Cell, but how about this? I challenge you, MVP, to a match. Winner of that match chooses the stipulation for his and Omos's match at Hell in a Cell. So yeah, that's what Bobby Lashley said. So yeah, it looks like later on tonight we will see Bobby Lashley versus MVP 1-on-1. Winner of that match chooses the stipulation for the match at Hell in a Cell. So yeah, that will be happening tonight. But then MVP was talking crap to Bobby Lashley, and then him and Omos walks down to the ring. They're surrounding the ring. MVP gets on the ring apron. Lashley knocks MVP off the apron, and then Omos and MVP walked away. So yeah, that's what happened there. It was an okay segment, but yeah, it looks like we're going to get a 4th match between Omos and Bobby Lashley, but it looks like it'll be a stipulation added. I don't know what else. Probably the last man standing match, probably. I'll say it'll be okay, I guess. So yeah, probably that match, maybe. Because I don't think they're going to do a Hell in a Cell match. Hopefully not. because we already seen a steel cage match between them two. So yeah, they don't need no Hell in a Cell match. Probably a last minute standing match, or if it is like a small stipulation, I can see them like just banning MVP from ringside. That's all I can see. So yeah. But yeah, that's what happened there. Up next, we're going to be seeing the mixed tag team match up next on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Raw. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a mixed tag team match. It was AJ Styles and Liv Morgan taking on Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley with Edge at ringside. Now, before I talk about that mixed tag team match, we got to talk about what happened before the match. And what happened before the match, we seen Edge, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest come on out, and they was talking. Actually, before I talk about that, I forgot another thing. Becky Lynch was talking to Adam Pearce backstage, talking about how she wanted to be in the Raw Women's title match, and Adam Pearce was like, okay, how about this? You take on Asuka tonight. If you beat Asuka, you be added into that match. It'll be a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then we get to Edge, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest. They was talking in the ring, talking about who's going to become the fourth member of Judgment Day. Will it be? And he started naming off names like Tommaso Ciampa, Corey Graves, Alexa Bliss, Drew McIntyre. He said it could be Liv Morgan or Finn Balor, or it could even be you, AJ Styles. And he said, think wisely, think smart, AJ Styles. Think about it. So yeah, that's what he said. And then we get the match underway, the mixed tag team match. It was a pretty good match. At the ending, it Liv Morgan was going to pick up the win actually, where she springboard off the second rope, hit the code breaker onto Rhea Ripley, and then she pins her 1, 2. Edge quickly grabs her foot, putting it on the ropes. The referee breaks the pin, pretty much because it was rope break. So yeah, that's what happened there. And AJ Styles started attacking Edge outside of the ring, beat him down. Damian Priest comes up, fighting with AJ Styles. Both of them gets in the ring. Styles then clotheslines Priest over the top rope, going over with him as well. And then it Liv Morgan was going to hit her finishing move where she springboard off that second rope with the flatliner, pretty much. But when she went for that move, Edge held on to Rhea Ripley. And then Liv Morgan bounces off the second rope, smacking her head on the mat, and then Rhea Ripley got the 3 count. So yeah, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest defeated AJ Styles and Liv Morgan tonight in a mixed tag team match. That's what happened. And then after the match ended, AJ Styles gets back into the ring, attacking Edge, and then the numbers game caught up to him. Edge and Damian Priest beat him down, and then they hit that tag team finish move, that combo, where Priest leg sweeps Styles, and Edge hitting the spear at the same time. So yeah, that's where they hit on Styles, and then Rhea Ripley grabs Liv Morgan, and then hits the riptide on her, laying her out. So yeah, that's what happened there. But it was a pretty good match and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll give that match, and what happened after the match, 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it pretty good stuff. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then backstage, we had The Miz getting interviewed. He was talking about how he's going to beat Cody Rhodes tonight, and how Cody Rhodes got a massive ego and all that stuff. And yeah, that's what Miz was talking about. So yeah, it was a pretty good promo from Miz. But yep, that's what happened there. But up next, we're going to be seeing Jerry the King Lawler hosting King's Court up next with Veer Mahan as a special guest. So yeah, that will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was Jerry the King Lawler hosting King's Court, and his special guest was a Veer Mahan. Now Veer came out, and Jerry Lawler was like, well, you know, we understand that you're a man of few words, so I'm going to ask you some questions. And he starts asking him some questions, asking him like, what is the success of him being so dominant on the roster or whatever. Veer didn't say nothing, and then Jerry was like, well, that's a stupid question. Let's ask another one. About the Mysterios, like why did you attack the Mysterios and beat them down and all that, and then Veer still never answered. And then Jerry Lawler started asking more stupid questions or whatever, and then Veer was like, started talking crap to Jerry Lawler, talking about like he would do to him like how he done to the Mysterios, and then he looks at him, he goes like, I smell fear, and then Jerry Lawler was like, oh, you must be smelling my clone. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then when Veer was about to attack Jerry Lawler, all of a sudden Rey and Dominic Mysterio came out, running out. So yeah, they ran out, started attacking Veer. They kept on drop kicking him and everything, and Veer, was not falling down. At one point, he got hit with the 619, and this is after Veer threw both of them in the ring because he was dominating the brawling at first, but then they started taking control once they got in the ring. Kept on making him stay out of the ring. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then Veer had enough of it, and he said screw it, and then walked backstage. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, pretty good stuff, I guess. But up next, we're going to be seeing Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Ash up next on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. Alexa Bliss already had an interview about it, talking about how she's going to go up and beat Nikki Ash. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Ash, one-on-one. And it was an okay match. Nikki Ash had drop at ringside. Like I said, it was an okay match. At one point, Alexa was trying to shake hands with Nikki, and then Nikki starts fighting with her. So yeah, they got that little bit of history, as everybody knows. But yeah, at the ending of this match, we see Alexa on the top turnbuckle. Nikki Ash kept on trying to climb up there, but Alexa Bliss knocked her off of it. And then Nikki Ash was laying on her back in the ring. And then Alexa Bliss was up there on the top turnbuckle, jumping off, hitting Twisted Bliss onto Nikki Ash, pinning her for the 3 count. So yeah, Alexa Bliss defeated Nikki Ash tonight on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, she gets that winning streak going on, like 3-0 right now. So yeah, that's what happened there. But then, and for that match, I'll give it 1 star. That's why I'll give it. But then we get to what happened backstage. Seth Rollins was getting interviewed backstage, talking about how all the fans was pretty much all behind him, singing his song and all that. But then he keeps on hearing Cody, Cody, Cody chants. So yeah, that's what Seth Rollins was talking about. He says he's getting enough of that. And he says he'll understand why Cody Rhodes got a countdown clock to when he enters into a match or whatever. So yeah, and then Rollins was talking about how he gets his own countdown clock in his head until it strikes 0. So yeah, that's what Seth Rollins said. But yep, that's what happened there. But up next, we're going to be seeing Cody Rhodes taking on The Miz up next on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was Cody Rhodes versus The Miz one-on-one, and we get this match underway. It was a pretty good match between the two. I think the match from a few weeks ago was probably a little bit more better. But yeah, this match was pretty good. At the ending of this match, we seen Cody Rhodes locking on the figure 4 leg lock onto The Miz. Like Miz was going to tap out, but then Miz grabs the ropes, pulling himself out the ring, so he got out of the figure 4 from Cody. And then Cody Rhodes by the ending of this match, we've seen Cody Rhodes climb up the top turnbuckle, about to hit the moonsault onto The Miz. But then Seth Rollins quickly comes up out of nowhere, pushing Cody off the top turnbuckle. It led to disqualification. So yeah, Cody Rhodes defeated The Miz by DQ. With the match wrap after the match, I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it, but it was okay. And then Seth Rollins was beating down Cody, but then Cody started coming back, fighting off Seth Rollins. But then Miz comes up and helps Seth, beating Cody down, and then runs him into the steel steps with his knee running into it. So yeah, Cody Rhodes started holding onto his knee. Rollins was beating him down and stuff, and then Rollins goes up to a fan that was at ringside that had Cody Rhodes' weighted belt or whatever that Cody gave to him, like when he was making his entrance. He took it away from the fan, goes over there to Cody, hits him in the back with it, and then drops the belt and then walks away. So yeah, that's what happened there. Cody then got up to his feet and then grabs the belt and then hands it back to that fan, walking away. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, it was pretty good stuff. Like I said, I'll give it 1.5 stars. But yeah, that's what happened there. Okay stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was Chad Gable with Otis and Kevin Owens at ringside versus Ezekiel one-on-one. So yeah, it was Chad Gable versus Ezekiel. It was an okay match. This is a rematch from last week's Raw. Now, it was funny with Kevin Owens Kevin Owens is not on commentary, but you can still hear him and stuff, which was still pretty funny. But at the ending of this match, we seen Otis trying to interfere. The referee gets him out from ringside, so he ejected him from ringside, banning him from there. And then, while the referee has back turned dealing with Otis, Kevin Owens gets in the ring, about to attack Ezekiel, but then the referee quickly turns around. He notices that Owens was in the ring, and he goes like, "You done this? Get out." So he kicked him out as well. And then it only left Chad Gable there, and then Chad Gable quickly goes up to Ezekiel. Ezekiel rolls him up for the 3 count. So yeah, Ezekiel defeated Chad Gable tonight in a 1-on-1 match. And then, of course, after the match ended, Owens and Otis and all of them was trying to attack Ezekiel, but he quickly ran off through the crowd. And then Owens grabbed the mic and he looks at Ezekiel. He goes like, "I'm getting tired of you. How about this? Me and you, 1-on-1, Hell in the Cell." So yeah, at Hell in the Cell, we will see Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel, and Ezekiel accepted the challenge. So yeah, that's what happened there. It was an okay match between the two. I'll give that match, I'll give it 1 star. That's why I'll give that match between those two. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yep. But then backstage, we seen Cody Rhodes getting interviewed because he was just leaving out of the doctor's room, and he said that his knee is a little bit banged up, but he'll be okay to take on Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. So yeah, that's what Kevin Owens said. I mean, that's what Cody Rhodes said, and he says it's going to be bad luck for Seth Rollins there. So yeah, that's what he said there. But up next, we're going to be seeing Bobby Lashley versus MVP up next on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was Bobby Lashley versus MVP 1-on-1. Omos was at ringside. And boy, there's been a thunderstorm down here where I'm at, and the cable kept on cutting in and out. So I had to find out the results off of WWE's Twitter account. So yeah, but what I learned about what happened during the match, at least from what I seen up there, apparently Omos costed Bobby Lashley the match, making him getting counted out. And then at the ending, when MVP was cheering and stuff for his win, Bobby Lashley then locked on the Hurt Lock onto MVP, laying him out. So yeah, that's what happened there. And apparently, what else happened, which this wasn't on TV or anything, it was like WWE posting it up or whatever. Apparently, at Hell in a Cell would be MVP and Omos versus Bobby Lashley in a 2-on-1 handicap match. So yeah, that will be happening. So yeah, with the bits and pieces of what I've seen for the match and all that, I'll just give it 1 star. That's why I'll give it. But up next, it'll be the main event. It'll be Asuka versus Becky Lynch 1-on-1. If Becky Lynch wins this match, it'll be a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell. If Asuka wins, Becky won't be in the match. It'll just be one-on-one between her and Bianca. So yeah. But yeah, that match will be happening up next. It'll be the main event, and it looks like the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair will be at ringside for this match. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. So yeah, see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was the main event. It was Becky Lynch versus Asuka 1-on-1. Now if Becky Lynch wins this match, she'll be added into that match at Hell in a Cell. It'll become a triple threat match. If Asuka wins, Becky Lynch won't be added. So yeah, that's the stipulation for this match. And we had the WWE Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair sitting at ringside for this match. The match was okay. I think the match last week was probably better. The finish, I guess it was possibly botched, to tell you the truth. So yeah, what happened was, at the ending, we seen Asuka kneeing Becky in the face. Becky pretty much falls and sits down on Bianca's lap while she was sitting in the chair, and then Asuka was trying to hit a roundhouse kick onto Becky, but Becky moved out of the way, and she accidentally kicked Bianca in the face, knocking her out the chair. And then I guess Becky grabs Asuka, trying to run her into the announce table, I think, but Asuka tripped and fell, and then Becky kicks her in the back of the head. And then she gets back in the ring quickly. Referee's counting. Referee's at 9. And then Asuka quickly gets in the ring, breaking up the count. But she's laying on her stomach in the ring, and then Becky quickly just comes up and, rolls her over for like a rollover pin type of move, and got the 3 count. So yeah, Becky Lynch defeated Asuka. in a one-on-one match. That's what happened. I'll give that match, I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give it. I think the ending was actually botched right there, where I think Becky was supposed to throw Asuka into the announce table, but it didn't work out. So it was just weird. So yeah, that's what happened there. So yeah, that's my thoughts about that match. For tonight's Monday Night Raw, we seen like rematches and stuff, like Ezekiel versus Chad Gable, which was okay. At least now we'll get the match between him and Owens at Hell in a Cell. Bobby Lashley versus MVP. It was whatever. Just another stipulation for the match. I'm ready to get over with this feud between Omos and Bobby Lashley and all them. So yeah, ready to get it over with. Cody Rhodes versus Miz was okay. Just to build up the feud between Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. The 6-man tag team match from earlier with Riddle and the Usos and all them. It was a pretty good match. Alexa Bliss picking up another win on Nikki Ash. That's what happened there. So yeah, it was Monday Night Raw tonight was okay. Match of the night, I will say, is that 6-man tag team match from earlier. But yeah, for tonight's Monday Night Raw, I'll give it 6.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was okay or whatever. That botch ending to that match, I think. That's what happened there. But yeah. That's been my WWE Monday Night Raw May 23rd, 2022 reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Vales. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for this Wednesday's AEW Dynamite reviews. See you guys later. Until then.